Okay, hi. So I just want to preface this video, if that's the right term, with I have been totally out of it. I have tons and tons of footage that I'm also trying to talk with my retainers in right now. I have tons of footage that I'm trying to get through. So this is a long time coming. This is like from fall of 2021. So I apologize for this, but the content should still hold. It should still be excellent and informative. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Hi, okay, testing. So it is 11:30 in the evening. I am in Lenox, Massachusetts right now. I'm in the Berkshires. Yeah, drove up from not Dallas, from New York City. It's about a 2.5 hour drive from New York up to Lenox, Mass, which is where I'm at right now. I'm in a B&B. It's like an old renovated building. I'm not sure what year it's from, but very nice. I think you should have seen the pictures of it before it was renovated. It looked very old-timey and haunted, which I probably would have liked. Yeah, I'm in the Airbnb or in the B&B right now. So today was a pretty busy day. I just got out of the shower. I put on my favorite moisturizer, my Vanny Cream facial moisturizer that I have a review on my channel for. Highly recommend that moisturizer. I think it makes everything perfect. It just sort of washes away all your troubles, which is nice. Woke up this morning, got breakfast in the B&B downstairs. Everyone's really nice here. Got breakfast, got coffee, came back up here, got my sunscreen on. I layered 2 sunscreens on top. I put the Elta MD SPF 41 tinted mineral sunscreen on, which I love because I knew I was going to be out and about today. Oh yeah, I went to the Edith Wharton home, which is like a grand estate here in, I think it's in Lenox, but it's, yeah, a grand estate in the Berkshires. It was really pretty. I highly recommend, if you go to New England, check out the grand like estates, and I know there's one in Ipswich, which I think it's the Crane Estate, which is really nice. I used to live kind of near there in Peabody, Massachusetts. But yeah, the Edith Wharton home was beautiful. Walked the grounds, saw the nature, the flowers. The house was beautiful. It was very sunny. I was walking through these trees and I had a lot of sun protection going on. I had my sunscreen, I had my hat, my SPF 41 or SPF 50 hoodie, as well as sunglasses. So I was very protected out there. But yeah, I just walked the grounds, had a lot of fun just getting some exercise in, walking through the trees and through nature. It was really pretty. And then, let's see, came back to the B&B, had lunch somewhere, like I can't remember what the restaurant was called, but it was sort of like a fast casual. I had bratwurst sausage and some like coleslaw type. It was like kind of like kimchi almost. It was like a fermented like sauerkraut, I guess. Yeah, had that, and then what else did I do? Went across the street. Downtown Lenox is really cute. It's a cute town. I highly recommend checking it out if you ever go to New England, or here it's Western Mass, so like it's right on the border of New York State. So I got tea and then I went apple picking. So found this place in Richmond, Massachusetts. It's very close to Lenox. Great view of the mountains. They had trees with apples galore, Gala, Macintosh, Granny Smith, Red Juicy, whatever, you know, all the flavors that you can imagine, all the types of apples that you can imagine. And yeah, I was out there with my sun protective hoodie, hats, sunglasses, sunscreen as well, just making sure I was protected. But it was really pretty out there, and I'm inserting clips here so you can see all the beautiful foliage that was out there, and the apples. And I actually have the apples right here. It's 11:30 at night, so I hope I'm not talking too loud. But I have a peck of apples here. I think probably be making apple pie sometime soon, but I actually snacked on one of them, and they were really, really good. Picked them straight from the tree and snacked on it. The farm also had a farm store, and I got a apple cider donut. I've had a lot of sugar this trip, I feel like, this vacation, so I'm trying to really reduce that and trying to reduce my grain intake as much as possible, and sugar intake, obviously. But yeah, spent the full day here in Lenox, and tomorrow go back to New York City. But yeah, I think tomorrow I'll be doing like a hike and still employing my sun protective measures. And I wanted to show you, actually, I brought another sunscreen with me. I think I'll show it to you when I get back to New York, but it's a Trader Joe's SPF 15. I'm really liking it. It's a combination sunscreen. Okay, I just got back to New York and came home to my contact, which is amazing. I use the One Day AccuView Moist. I like the dailies because they're very light on the eyes, and my eyes get dried out really quickly. But yeah, I was out of contacts for the longest time. Well, actually for like 2 or 3 days, but I really felt it, like being away on the weekend. I was having to rely on my glasses, which isn't fun. I prefer just not having to rely on glasses, so I can just put on my sunglasses easily, but got my contacts, so that's good. Okay, so I wanted to quickly share with you the Trader Joe's sunscreen that I recently bought. It is the Trader Joe's Enrich Moisturizing Face Lotion Broad Spectrum SPF 15. So this is a combination sunscreen of zinc oxide and octinoxate. Your basic combination sunscreen, non-tinted, but it is a very good lotiony moisturizer feel, and it kind of blends in, and the white cast isn't extremely significant. I would put this on par with something like the Elta MD SPF 30 Plus with I think that the also like combination sunscreen that I've reviewed on my channel. It's very, very moisturizing, very light on the face as well, just the feel of it. The only thing about this sunscreen is because it is an SPF of 15, it's not going to provide you the sufficient protection that you would need from something like an SPF of 30 or higher. That being said, it's still going to go a long way than no sunscreen at all. So I think for days where you're just inside all day and you're not really getting a lot of sun exposure, this might be a just good light moisturizer that you could reapply throughout the day. That's what I've been doing on some days when I'm not going out. And I have also been just using this as my base layer and then applying a tinted mineral sunscreen over it. Okay, so I'm in the kitchen right now, but I'm just gonna apply this on my face so you can see what it looks like. The Elta MD, or why am I saying that? The Elta MD, the Trader Joe's Enrich SPF of 15 sunscreen. Again, this is zinc oxide octinoxate combination sunscreen that I really have been loving lately. What I've been doing, I actually have a layer on my face right now, in addition to the Elta MD combination sunscreen, but it is 4:43 in the afternoon. But what I've been doing lately with this sunscreen is I've been, like I said, doing a base layer and then applying a SPF of 30 or higher on my face. But I've been using the 2-finger method to cover my whole face, and basically you just do 2 lines on each of your first finger and your middle finger, and I've just been using that as a moisturizer. Just to like moisturize my skin first thing in the morning. And you can see that it is white. There is a white cast. I have to be careful because sometimes octinoxate can burn my eyes. This doesn't really burn or sting my eyes as much as higher SPFs or like octocrylene or homosalates, but I'm still pretty careful. I mean, it has definitely made my eyes water at least once. Usually lower SPFs like 15, I guess because it's not, the concentration isn't as high. It doesn't really affect my eyes as much, but you can see that it's white. It's probably patchy too because I'm not really looking in a mirror while I'm putting this on, but you can see that it goes on white, but as I talk, it will go down.
Okay, can I just say, in my defense, I didn't have a mirror with me when I was applying the sunscreen. I was kind of doing it on the go, so I couldn't really see, like I could only see a little bit of it while I was doing, like in the screen of the camera, I could only see just a little bit. So throughout the entire video, I kind of have sunscreen just sitting on my nose and around my like eyebrows and things like that. So it didn't really go straight in, and I'm sorry about that, but overall, the sunscreen looks good. Like, just be patient, okay?
And this, because it's so moisturizing, I think it contains a lot of good moisturizing ingredients. Allantoin, cetyl alcohol, which is a fatty alcohol that's moisturizing, glycerin, retinol palmitate, so vitamin A, which is pretty interesting. Vitamin E, just really good moisturizing ingredients and antioxidants. But yeah, I've been using this on my entire face, and it was only $3.99 for a 4-ounce bottle. So I can't take this on the plane with me, like in my carry-on, but it lasts a long time for only $3.99. So I was really surprised by that. Don't tell anybody, because if it becomes popular, they might jack up the price at Trader Joe's. But can you see how the white cast has kind of gone down quite a bit already, and then after maybe 10 or 15 minutes it goes down even more. I think if you wanted to try this, again, the low price point, just pick it up, see if you like it. If you're okay with, you know, using chemical sunscreen filters in addition to zinc oxide. The zinc oxide was the seller for me. When I saw that, I was like, yes, because I love zinc oxide, titanium dioxide. This isn't a purely mineral sunscreen though, and again, only SPF of 15, so you can't really rely on this if you are going to like be outside all day, if you're going to be mowing the lawn or going to the beach or the pool, or you know what I mean. Like, you at least want to use this as your base layer and then apply a higher SPF, or you know, just use this like I said, like what I do is I just use this during the day when I'm inside or indoors all days and I don't really have a lot of sun contact through the windows. You know, I'm usually in like that back room right there where there's like no windows, so I don't really have a lot of sun contact or UVA contact through the windows, so I really just use this, and it kind of helps to just sort of reduce my use of the smaller containers of tinted mineral sunscreens that I have, which are a higher price point. This is definitely a better buy in my opinion, and it's all natural. I mean, you know, not including the octinoxate, obviously, but even zinc oxide is a chemical. But that being said, if you're interested, try it. It's only $3.99. I think most people will like this. Most people will do quite well with this. Look at that. Like, the white cast has kind of gone down a little bit, and I think it like gives you a little bit of a glow. If you are pale skin, I don't really know how that's going to work in deeper or darker skin tones. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week vlog, and let me know down below if you've used the Trader Joe's sunscreen. I'm really interested to hear what your opinions are on it. But I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and have a great week that's coming up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.